Hello and welcome to Kingmaker Plays. My name is Ben. In today's episode we have Sandman, Standard Sandman versus Miles Morales using aggression. I'm going for Standard at the moment because I'm still just working my way through the Sinister Motive box. I've actually mostly been playing with the heroes against other villains that aren't necessarily from the box before I kind of work into the campaign. I kind of do want to play a lot with these villains, but I kind of want to save it till I do the campaign proper, if that kind of makes sense. Which hopefully I'll be recording for this soon. I've got some plans. Just say I will be using spider characters, but it won't be the two from the box. I'll leave it at that. Anyway, so we've got Sandman, and Sandman has the ability which, when revealed, when Sandman attacks you, that damage is indirect, and if you can spread it around as much where you like it. If your identity takes any amount of damage from this attack, resolve the Shifting Sands ability on here. Shifting Sands is place one sand token here, discard cards from the counter deck, equal to the number of tokens. And you can exhaust a hero and use their attack once per round per player to remove sand tokens from here. Then you've got hapless bystanders, which is not bystanders. Pedestrians, that's the words, easy for me to say. Much like the last game I've seen, I'm doing this directly from a night shift because I ran out of time to record, unfortunately, elsewhere. So if I say anything more stupid than normal, please forgive me, I'm very tired. After you place Accelerator on here, deal 3 indirect damage to the first player. So there we go, I'm going to shuffle up some decks and then we'll get groovy. Okay, Miles Morales has the abilities. After you change this form, shuffle one Spider-Man card from your discard pile into your deck. And then on his other side, he's a 2/2/2. His Venom Blast. When you would use Venom Blast, you deal 2 damage to the enemy and stun the enemy. And on the other side, you have a Spider Camouflage. Special, give him a tough status token and confuse the enemy. So we're going to draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've not used Miles Morales much, if I'm honest. I'm mostly concentrating on Ghost Spider because I really like her. I think she's very good. She might be my new favourite hero. I haven't quite decided yet, so I'm ready to make that commitment. So we've got Defense Mechanism. After your hero uses a basic power, discard Defense Mechanism and resolve the Camouflage abilities. That is the Tough and the Confused. Surprise attack. I'm trying this out on this deck because he does want to flip back and forth quite a bit. We've got the drop kick, so we could stun him with that. And we've got swing by, remove 4 threat from a scheme. If you paid for this card using Science Resource, also do the ability, his other ability. So, can't quite afford this all. And we've got combat training. Any I want to discard? I think they're all pretty good actually. I think we're going to discard the swing by. And if we could get... No, that's not really going to help us. So let's also discard the combat training. Don't think I'm going to for that this turn. And we draw a wasp and a swing by. That's not going to help us. Right, so we're going to flip to hero form. We are going to use the drop kick. Deal 4 damage to the enemy if you paid for this card using only fist resources. Okay, only. I misread that a second ago. So, let's play with the surprise attack and the strength. That is 3 only fist resources. So that does 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Putting him down to 12. That stuns him. And allows us to draw a card. Gets us a Spider Girl. I don't know what else so hard for me to say. So we could either swing by to confuse him and get a tough token, or we I think we do swing by, don't we? So I'm going to use Spider Girl and Wasp to pay for this. No, I'm going to use Defense Makers. I'm going to keep Spider Girl for next turn. So we're going to use the defense mechanism and wasp to pay for swing by. We've used a science resource, so we gain a tough status token and confuse him, and we remove a threat from the scheme. And at this point, I'm actually going to remove 2 sand tokens, because I think that would be better than attacking him. Okay, we're going to keep Spider Girl. We draw Press the Advantage. We've got Marshall Paris, his friend Lee, and the Power Within. Okay, so 1 for it goes into the main scheme. He goes to attackers. He can't. He is stunned. So bad stuff. Deal X indirect damage to amongst any players, divided as you choose. X is equal to the number of shifting sand tokens on him, so that's 2. If there's no shifting, place 3 tokens on there. So we take 2 damage, which gets souped up by the tough. And then we're on to the next turn. So, deal 2 damage to enemy and stun them. I think we do that. I think we're going to do Martial Prowess to play Press the Advantage. So that does 2 damage. Put him down to 10. If they're stunned or confused, which he is, we draw a card. Gets us double life. So, well, we could pay for that with that, but it doesn't worth it. So we're going to use Spider Girl and Power Within to play his friend. We exhaust him to draw a card. We're going to... I think we're going to remove the last 2 tokens from there. Oh, no, I don't think I should do. I think we're just going to attack him for 2. 2. We're then going to flip down and use that to draw a card. Gets us a Press the Advantage. And we're going to stay like that. So we're going to discard the Change the Advantage. And I think we're going to discard the double life. And we'll draw 4 cards. So we've got Audacity, Web Shot, Energy, Ghost Spider, Bug, and Assault Training. 1 threat goes onto the main scheme. He goes to scheme, but he can't. He is confused. Now we get a Sound Clone. So Sound Clones have strength equal to the number of markers on here, which will currently be 2. And when defeated, we resolve the Shifting Sands ability. Okay, we're going to use Lee to draw a card, getting us the Power of Aggression. Oh, we didn't, after you change forms, we didn't shuffle one back in. I've already drawn, so I'm not going to do that. I've forgotten, so that's my bad. We're going to flip up. So he needs 3 damage to beat him. So we could use the Power of Aggression to play for Bug. We could then use the 2 lightnings to pay for Web Shot. Deal 4 damage to an enemy if you use Silence Resource. We do Venom Blast, so we're going to do 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to do Venom Blast, which is another 2, putting him down to 2. And stuns him. And then we're going to use Audacity to pay for Assault Training. And that does 1 damage to the villain, put him down to 1. Bug's going to attack the Sound Clone. And then Spider-Man's going to attack the Sound Clone, which will heal Bug and kill the Sound Clone. I don't know, I stood him. Played too much Ghost Spider recently, that'd be why. And then we're going to keep hold of Gwen Stacy. Okay. They're all going to stand. I'm going to draw 4 more cards. But Press the Advantage. The weapon. I'm going to not even try to pronounce one this tired. A Web Shot and a Surprise Attack. Bjorn, I think it is, isn't it? I don't know. I'm very tired. Very tired. 1 threat goes into the main scheme. He goes to attack us, but he can't. Bad stuff. Hero action. Sandman attacks you with +1 attack. I think we defend. So Sandman attacks. He's attacking for 3. 4, 5. So we take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. First damage we're taken. And just going to do the Shifting Sands, isn't it? Oh, after to take any damage, which we have done, we do Shifting Sands. So we discard 2 cards from the counter deck. 1, 2. And we get 3, is it? Yeah, place 3. Place 1 here. So 3. I did say at the beginning of the game, we're just using the recommended encounter set for this. On to us. I think we use Elite to draw a card and discard a card. Oh, okay. Drop kick. That might change things up a bit. We can pay for it only using signs. That would suck a bit, but I think it's the option. So Bug's going to attack. That will knock him down to the second form. So it goes up to 18 health. And we're going to do shifting stands, bring them up to 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We are then going to use three fist symbols effectively with the wild to do 4 damage and stun him. 2, 3, 4. And draw a card. Gets us a web shooter. We're then going to use the web shot to play the web shooter, and use the web shooter to play press the advantage, which will do 2 damage. And because he's stunned, draw us a card. Gets us Brawn. And then we're going to ready. I'm going to draw 4 more cards. We're going to keep Brawn. We've got Davies, we've got plan of attack, we've got Genius, and we've got a web shot. All science resources paid using a science resource. So that could be a science resource, so we could get the web shot off. That's good. 1 threat goes onto the main scheme. Putting it onto 4. Sandman goes to attack and he can't. Bad stuff. Villain schemes. He schemes for 1, 2. So we're 3 away from fretting out, but hopefully, I think we might beat him before then. We're going to exhaust Elite to draw a card. Surprise attack doesn't really help. I'm going to just discard it. Let's use Genius to put out Brawn. And then let's use the web shot and Davis to play web shot ourselves, using the wild one here as a energy resource. We deal 4 damage. 3, 4, putting him down to 8. We then do Venom Blast. 1, 2, putting him down to 6, and then we stun him. If everyone attacks, we're going to do not quite enough damage to kill him. So Brawn is going to attack for 1, and then move 1 threat from the scheme. Spider-Man is going to attack for 2. 1, 2, put him down to 3, and heal Bug. And then Bug's going to attack for 1. And then everyone readies. We're going to discard. We can discard plan of attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get another web shot, an acrobatics, power of aggression, looking for trouble, and a drop kick. 1 threat goes into the main scheme. Goes to attack. He can't. He's stunned. And bad stuff is Threat or Menace. When revealed, you may choose. You may change forms. If you're in hero form, place 2 threats in the main scheme. We can do that, and that's fine. If you're in alter ego form, you can't change forms next turn. I think we just put 2 threats in the main scheme. You guys get up to 8, which is incredibly close to losing. But with Sam only on 2 health left, we just play a drop kick, and we can play for that. So drop kick was 4 damage and takes him out. That puts him down to 0. So there you go, guys. That was Miles Morales. It's on standard. I think I probably could take him on hard. If I probably wasn't about to go to bed because I'm so tired, I probably would play another game on expert to try and give that a go. I do like the Sandman. We kind of stunned him into not being able to do much, unfortunately, so that kind of stopped the ability. The first few times we played for this, I will rinse through the deck really quickly. I didn't control the city streets very well, because I thought, what are they going to do? Hadn't really seen the card. I hadn't really thought about the cards. And then Sand Clone came out, and I think it was like strength 8, and I couldn't kill it that turn. So that was not good, to say the least. Right, guys, but that's it for this week. Obviously, you've got on Monday, you'll have the next video in the League series, which I believe will be the last one if I got my maths right on when all these are getting released. And then I do get to Easter holidays, which I'm not 100% sure my release schedule is going to be like over Easter because my kids are home, which limits my time I can record. But that's the last game of the league, so I'm going to do a campaign. Now, what I'm thinking is I'm going to do the Sins and Motives campaign, and I'm going to do it with Venom and what's her name? Spider-Woman. Because this has what's considered an A-tier hero, male hero, and an interesting B-tier B+ tier hero with deck building options, which sounds like Spider-Woman and Venom to me. So do watch out for that. I'm probably just going to jump straight into the expert campaign, have a bit of a sod it, and play two-handed. But yeah, you'll hopefully see that next week, or if not, probably just after Easter. I might just do a couple of solo games with trying out like Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen against some other things, maybe some other aspects between now and then, just to get past Easter, because my time's going to be a little bit more limited. And as you probably tell, these videos are a bit quicker to record. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, it has been emotional.